you do? You lock off that switch there. You understand? You reject that. Get that out your thoughts. You don't want that because remember, say imagination is what creates reality. You understand? Say if you don't want, if anything like comes up in your imagination and you don't want that in your reality, the only thing you can do is not give it any energy. Don't focus on it. Get it out because once you start focusing on it, that is what is going to manifest in your reality, and you don't want that. Get what I'm saying? So I have some few things here that I've jotted down. All right. You have to make positive affirmation daily. For example, I am love, which that is what you are. Because remember, I started from the beginning. I said we are one with the divine intelligence creator, and the divine intelligence creator is love, is nothing but love. So when you come to realize yourself and know who you are, you know that you're pure love. So you have to affirm that and say, I am love. And once you come to that realization that you are love, you can't put out no bad vibration. You can't send forth no bad energy. You can't have no bad thinking like or thinking anything bad about yourself or giving any bad energy to anybody because you're pure love. And then when you realize that we are all a reflection of each other, you have to treat one like you want to be treated in it because nobody wants to be living in a state of hate and depression and all them something. Everybody wants to be happy and joyful and peaceful and in love, right? So that's what you should give because that is what you want. You can't want love and happiness and peace and you are sending out a different kind of energy. It don't work. What you put out, you get back in. What you plant is what you're going to reap. That is how the principle and law go. And none of we can change it. It's not like man law. Man make law and man break law, but the universal law, the law of God, the law of the universe. It's one way, jobless. It cannot be changed. So the most important thing is to know the principle and the law, right, jobless?
Exactly.
True.
That's the starting line.
Grand Rising, love, peace, love, and divine ones. It's true. Right? All right. So here we go now. I am love. All right. So we know that we are pure love. So we have to give love. Whatever we're doing with love. Yeah, you understand me? And if you realize that you're going to do something and you don't have love in it, see, don't do it. Because you just be sending out waste energy. You understand? Just waste energy. So if you realize that you're not feeling that thing, don't get involved because again, you have to follow your inner guidance as well. You have to follow your inner feeling. You have to go within and right jobless, right?
Exactly.
So number two, I am enough. When you can affirm that I am enough, you know that jobless, you're lack of nothing. In my father's, in my mother's house is many mansion. I am lack of nothing. I can pull the fridge as I like. I can open any door. I can stretch out on any bed I feel like. I am lack of nothing because you have a thing called mind that you can imagine anything you want to bring in your existence. When you come to realize that you are one with the creator, and that conscious mind of yours is always creating. You lack of nothing. I am enough. Right? Deep consciousness. I am enough. I am not in lack. Say if your bills to pay, no worries. You want money, no worries. You want a husband and a wife, no worries. You want to have children and you can't have children, no worries. You feel like you are sick and no worries. Go up here, so, and do some work. What you have to say, jobless?
That's exactly how it goes. That's why I always use the example with the flower, you know? Like the flower would be like a spiritual. Whatever you want out of it, it's in there. That's where the bread is. That's where the biscuits are. Whatever you think of, it's all in that flower, in the raw material. It's in so when you understand you are that raw material, that's the invisible you that you can't see. And whatever you can see, come out of that. So that's where we are lack of knowledge, lack of self-knowledge. So if we was to know ourselves, we would know everything else. Because when you look out there, what is everything else? A self. So if you was to master self, you become the master of the world because that's why it's still man have dominion over all things. That's
Mm-hmm.
where it comes from. But it's when you master yourself by disciplining those faculties. You have 12 faculties which need discipline. And if one even undisciplined, it will hang you. It will kill you. So it's all about discipline, self-discipline, self. As you said
Self-discipline.
before, we all are whole. We are all a whole. So we have to know we are like a businessman, which I should say, we are businessmen and women here to mind our business. So everything that you're looking for is already with you. So what you need is that knowledge of how to get it out. Just like as a child would say, Mommy, how do I make the dumpling, Mommy? How do I make these fritters? How do I make this cake? Because you see Mommy doing it. And Mommy will show him or show her. So that's where we are at. We're not realizing we are the flour and we are also the bread. But the bread is just in a lower dimension. The flour is in a higher dimension because it comes from high to low. So when we say God, we only talk in higher dimension. So when you say like a cake now, that would be conditioned. So when you say, "Oh, I'm a cake," you are just looking at yourself from a conditional place. But when you say, "I'm a spiritual being," I am. I'm not the cake. The cake is what comes from me, the real me. And tomorrow, if I want to be a biscuit, I can change. So that's why I say facts is not the truth. The truth is the real you. The real you is your pure energy. The facts is, oh, I'm a cake, I'm a bun, I'm a donut, I'm a gingerbread man. But all of that can change. I'm a bottle, I'm a cup. You can change it. So facts can change. Truth never change.
Yes, everything is in I am. Beautiful. Facts can change, truth does not change. Let's move on to number 3. I am powerful.
Mm.
I am powerful. And when you know that you are powerful, it's like you're praying. Yeah? And we know that praying is basically the same thing as going into using up your imagination. It's the same thing. As you always say, Jobless, we're always praying. The mind is always working, the energy is always vibrating, right? So when you know that you're powerful and you're praying for something, you don't have no doubt, you know. Because you know it's your own, you know. And you know say your own, and you know say you deserve it. Because a lot of us are praying and we still don't believe, but we still don't believe that what we are praying for, we actually deserve it. When you
Can
pray
have
for
the
something,
wrong,
you actually
I
see you
think,
having it and own it and know that it is already yours. Go ahead, Javis.
I think they have the wrong concept, you know. And like most of us, we grew up under this fear base. So everything you have fear, and you know what fear do. Fear enders everything that you really want to come. God, wherever the frequency is higher, that's what you're gonna get. And if you have more fear, that's what you're gonna get. You always get what's more. And that's
Yes,
what we are most in fear. We are mostly fear based.
that is it.
But when you come to know you are loved, and that's the place you need to act from at all time. Because if you are in love, you can never have any fear. Have you love and fear at the same time? You can't do both at the same time. So because we are out of alignment when it comes to love, out of alignment, so we just need to get back ourselves aligned in love. Like if half the fish in the water and half is out the water, you need to be back in the water fully. So we need to get back in alignment in our true self, which is love. And it's not, oh, I love you, you love me. No, 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 no.
No.
I am love, and that's what I radiate.
Yes.
Just like when you go into the room, you're gonna feel that heat and feel, oh, it's hot, and that's what love is. You feel that thing. So I don't have to come and say, you know, I love you. Oh, I'm your love. No. Love, no love. You will feel that. Wherever you go, you feel that. Just like when the room cold, you feel it. When it's hot, you feel it. So it's all to do with the feeling. You're a feeling being. Your spiritual eye is feeling, just like your physical eye is, well, you know it is. Your spiritual eye is feeling. So if you want to know you're right, make sure you're feeling it. So even you might have a best friend and he might come and tell you something today. And you trust him all the time. He never whatever. But today you feel something different. Today is different. Go with your feeling. You will know why you feel that in another day. It's not that he's bad or something, but something may happen in his life which he didn't keep his thought right. But you who keeping your thought right, you're gonna have that feeling. And if you go against it that day, you will learn another lesson which you could have avoided. Because we like to use our 5 cents to work things out. No, the 5 cents can't work things out.
Yeah, work things out.
It's just like saying I can use my hands to bake the cake. No, you have to put it in the oven. And when the oven bake it, it give it back to you. Now you can eat. So there's a process. When you know you are the entire thing, you are the whole. You are the whole. You know, you are the whole. Your conscious mind is to do this. The subconscious is to do that. So it's like you are the oven and you are there mixing everything and putting in the oven. You are the one, you are the whole. Like how you see them making the cars today, these electric cars, they drive themselves. They're copying us to make them. All these gadgets and these things that they're making, and we think, oh, great. We are the one that making them. So how can something that we make become greater than who make it? Think about it. Because we are not thinking in ourselves, we are thinking out of ourselves.
That is it. 100%. Lord of mercy. Number 4, I am strong. It's good to have physical strength, but it's also, you have to be strong mentally as well. You have to be able to endure, to overcome. Not everything that life throws at you, you cave in. You understand? You have to be able to overcome all them obstacles and know that, listen to me now, man. I'm just going through a period of time. I'm going through my tests because jobless, difficulties threatened it. Mine. So we have to go through things. You understand? Because we are spirits having a human experience. So we're going to go through things. We're going to go through experiences.
Exactly.
You understand me? We could never come and sit down here and talk to you if we hadn't go through our experiences and been applying to our life and see differences so we can come and say, Ray, this and that at me, I saw it going on. You understand? Because of all the experiences. So you have to be strong. You understand? I am strong. And when you're talking these things, speak it with authority, man, and surety. I am. As we said before, I am a whole being. You understand? Okay, number 5. I am in good health. I am in good health. Jobless. The only sickness is mental health, right? Lord of mercy.
Wrong thinking.
Wrong thinking. So there's no such thing as incurable disease.
There's not even
No
one.
thing.
Not even one. Not even one. Like I said, when you make the bread, there was no bread there. It was the flour. Is whatever in the flour become that bread. So if it's not in the flour from in the first place, it can't be in the bread. It can't be in the bread. So if the flour is it's like I leave out the baking soda. I leave out the yeast. What's gonna happen?
Sure.
But if I put the yeast in, what's gonna happen?
Sure.
So it's all from the mental. Every illness is a mental illness. Anybody say any different, they are lying or they're just in ignorance. Yeah.
100%. Let's go. Let's move along. I am in charge of my life. I create my own destiny. I create my own reality. Imagination creates reality. I am in charge. As we start from the beginning, we said what you don't want to know, what you don't want to come true in your reality. When them thoughts come in, don't give it no attention. Don't focus on it because guess what? It's gonna grow. It's gonna manifest. That's what is going to come in your reality. So you have to be in charge. Listen, when them negative thoughts come in, instantly press reject. Reject button instant. Switch off. When the thought them come in your mind that you want to manifest, these are the thoughts that you focus on. These are the thoughts that you feed. You nurture these thoughts until they manifest. You accept them. Okay? Yes, if you don't want them, you turn off the switch there. You are totally in control of everything that's happening in your life. Whether you want to look at it as bad or good, negative, positive, you are in control of everything that takes place in your life. And when you come to the realization that's how it goes, you know that you have to take immediate actions when them thoughts start come lingering, right, Jablis?
Exactly. Exactly. So what is happening out in the world today? And we are attacking it in the way that we attack it, like fighting, whatever. We are approaching it wrongly because if you're going to try to fix the bread, can you fix the bread? No. To fix the bread, you got to go back to the flour to make a new bread. This one already gone bad. So we know just like the car, if something wrong with the car, you go to the mechanic, he's going to go in the car. So whatever is happening out there is because of what is happening in here. So that's why as an individual, you have to keep yourself clean and pure because of what's going on right now. That means whatever going on around you, you will be in the midst like a feather to the magnet. It won't pick it up. It can't happen because of love. Love conquer everything. So that's when I realize I'm love. That's when I stop fighting. I stop putting my hand on people. I realize that's not the way. I was malfunctioning, working from a default place. I didn't know. Then I realized love, that's what I am. And then I start operate from there. Start do what I gotta do to become. Just like I'm supposed to become a driver. So you start go out and take lessons, until you become a driver. You know, I'm alone.
100%.
I'm not
100%.
just talking
Well,
it.
you have to do it. Stick up in the Jablis. Welcome, Gregory, to the live. Give me a minute, Gregory. I see King Romy says it is easier said than done. And I used to say that once upon a time, yeah. But listen to me, when you start making them changes,
It's
because
done
them tell us the
easier than
practice become perfect, Practice become perfect. When you start applying and you start to changes, don't stop,
Tell him, it's
Because
done
self-work is
easier
an
than
everyday
said.
work, It's an everyday work. Because trust me, even when me just start teach and learn, I know I was there learning and I used to come and rebroadcast what everybody say. But me take time and apply and me take time to change it because even though I was come and sit down talking, everything in my life wasn't all 100%. I was still working on self, and
Like
I'm
a
still working
baby.
on self. It's an everyday work.
Like a baby,
So
you
right
start sleeping. Could even sit up one time. But look what you're doing now. So you start somewhere.
Exactly, because look at this now. Somebody was saying to me the other day, Grace, I know the work you're doing. It's a very hard work, and God bless you and keep your sister. I know it's hard for you, and I was like, no, bro, this is easy. This is easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been through the part where
Woo!
me doing it was so hard right now for me to do the bad thing. It's hard for me now. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it's difficult for me to do something bad or think negative or whatever. You get what I mean? I said, no, it's easy for me now because I am good now. I am positive. I am love. So it's not hard. It's easy. Hi, Gregory.
Yes, good morning, sister.
Run, Randy.
Just got off the work and thing, but I have to stop by and give her strength because there's no way I can see this building being built. and I don't come forward and lay one of the block. I have to, if I even one block before my fall asleep, I have to lay.
You're a part of the movement, of course, of course.
That it is. And you know, I'm listening to Jablis, and I mean, when I listen to this brother speak, I feel like I don't even have to speak because he speaks for me. There's nothing different I can come say from what he's saying or what you're saying. You know, it just the more people that these guys hear, people hear it from, it's the more it will attach to them. I'm saying the same thing. Jablis might use the analogy of the flower and the bread, and I might use the analogy of the seed and the tree, and you might use the analogy of the wave and the ocean. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The wave is in the ocean. The wave is not different from the ocean. Every wave
Yeah.
that comes out is a part is the ocean coming out. The tree is not different from the seed, and the bread is not different from the flour. It's all the, and you are not different from God. Let me not leave that point out. You could not exist otherwise.
It's
You
just like the
could
drip
not
on the
exist
ocean.
otherwise.
The drip on the ocean ain't different. Like they say, you are just a drip in the ocean. No, you are the entire ocean in the drip. Yeah? So everything, that's how it goes.
You are
Everything.
where you see the ocean would represent the unconditioned God, and the
Top.
wave is just the ocean conditioned as a wave.
Ooh, wow, man.
You see the mango where you eat, that's the mango seed conditioned as a mango.
Thank
But
you.
the mango tree is also the mango seed. You know, so we just have to be aware that listen, there is no outer source for you to look to. Look not to
No.
the left, not to the
No.
right for God to praise or devil to blame. It is all you. They themselves are makers of themselves. Let me say it again. They themselves are makers of themselves. As a man think, you're making your life. You're always thinking ahead of your evidence, and nobody can think it for you. You think,
Wow.
and then the evidence. That's why I tell a sign follow. He said, these signs shall follow them that believe. Signs follow. It does not proceed. It does not proceed. The sign follow. You think, and then the evidence come where you can see. The sign is something you can see. The evidence that you will be able to see will follow. It will come afterwards. You thinking you can't see. That's why scripture would say, no man has seen God at any time, but the only begotten Son of God has revealed him. No man has seen thought at any time, but the revelation of that thought is what you see.
Wow.
By their fruits you shall know them. By the
Mm.
manifestation of their thoughts. You can't see what the man think, but go and pray him, and you will see what come forward and you know what he think. So the youth where you see go college go
Amen.
become a the youth where you see go college go become a pirate. So now you know say all along you see that you walk down the street in the pre pirate. And the next youth
Aye.
will become a doctor in the pre doctor, and the man will become a scammer in the pre scammer. And the man that becomes nothing, he ain't a pre nothing.
Lord of mercy. Lord of
Simple as that,
mercy.
you know. Simple
Oh,
as that.
yeah.
If you want to know which farmer plant what the farmer where you see when him thing come in a yam, you see myself. A yam him did a pre. The next man did a pre potato, him did a pre potato. Next man did a pre can, a can come for him. And the next farmer when he ain't a
And
pre
him
nothing.
plant.
The farmer when he ain't a pre nothing, him not nothing for sell. Cause him never a plant nothing.
That is so true.
Wow.
100%. Same way, so. Same way, so. Same way, so it
Wow.
go. So, all right. I have 9, Gregory, 9 affirmation, to say daily. So I am at number 7. I am and I will. Yes, when you say I am, you know that you're able. You're able. Get what I'm saying? You are able to do anything at all. I can. Right, Jason Abel? Mr. Abel, right? I can. So you can approach anything. That's you being positive at whatever you're going to approach. I already accomplished it because I can do it. There's nothing hard for you. There's no difficult. Because once you use I can in it, no difficult in it, You already accomplished. It's already done. Because I can and I will. Using the word I will, that's a determination.
Yes.
Yes. No
Yes.
doubt at all. No doubt, no fear. Go ahead, Gregory.
I will never say I will without first affirming I am. I am and I will. Because if you say I will, that's future tense. You're putting it off into the future tense that you will, and your subconscious mind don't know when you want it to happen. So it keep postponing it into the future tense. But when you say I am, that is present tense. You are it right now. And when you say I will now, you say I am and I will means I know I am that right now. I'm just awaiting the physical manifestation of it. And it will come. So don't leave a will. If you notice a will, the will is has no effect until the man will make the will dead. So will are something that is postponed off into the future indefinitely. But I am present tense right now. And the thing about I am, jobless, you don't have to necessarily say it verbally out of your mouth. As a matter of fact, the stronger power of I am is what you know yourself to be. You feel it
Yes.
and you know it. You can never fail to manifest who you know yourself to be. You can never fail to manifest who you know yourself to be. So even if you're saying, I am strong, but you know yourself to be weak, a weakness you're going to manifest it.
Oh my gosh. True.
Even if you're saying, I am abundant, but you know yourself to be broke, or that you know yourself to be, that you're going to, because you can't can yourself.
That's
What
why
you
people
know.
you need to put in the work, do that exercise. It's like you have, you can lift up 50 kilo, but you need to lift up 200. You gotta strain that muscle. You're gonna do that work for the future. So he's putting in the work. So just like in the physical, you have to put in that work. If they knew in the mental, there's no time in there. So that's why when I was talking about the sleeping there that time, when if you want to sleep, that's where it's because they're not putting in the work. Because if you just happen automatic, they will be, oh, how did that happen? Automatic, 'cause you put in the mental work. Just like when you plant the seed.
You now know you put in the work until you now know yourself to be somebody else. You now know yourself to be a different dude than the dude you used to be.
Yes.
So you affirm it unto yourself within yourself until you believe it. The minute you believe it, when scripture says any two shall touch and agree concerning anything, notice it didn't condition it to anything. It shall be done. The minute your two minds come to agreement, it's done.
That's why if you tell me something and me encourage you and say, yeah man, that can happen. It's like, I'm quicker, but if you go to somebody and say, no, that can't happen, man, that go take you, then it's like it's gone dead. So that's why you best don't tell nobody, or you tell somebody we can, like, yeah man, like you have some electric work for you, find an electrician. Don't go on say we're gonna look one builder.
Yes. That is so true. 100%. Number 8, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Gregory just explained that a while ago. Same thing. Same thing. So even if you say, even if somebody say, you can't do that, or I don't believe that you can do that, and then you say, you don't have the inner feelings that say, so what you say, man? I can't do it, I can prove you wrong. What you say? You don't have to say it out loud, but inner, you know from within, say, yes, you can.
No.
And believe
why
in
you believe in yourself is because of something you all right, well, let me use that example, James. You're a musician. Sister Grace is a musician, see way. When you go out to do a live performance, and you know, say me just rehearsed a song before me left me at 15 minutes ago and me nail every note correct. You walk on that stage with utter confidence, believe in yourself because of something. Belief can only come from a place of knowledge. Let me say that again. True belief can only come from a place of knowledge. It's because of something that you know why you believe in yourself. That's why it is said that man's belief in God is a measure of his belief in his own self. Never has there been a man who truly believes in God and not believe in himself. Never. The man where you hear out there running up and down saying he believe in God, he believe in God, he believe in God, and when you put him to the test, you realize he does not believe in himself. He not believe in no God. Because you can't believe in God without believing in yourself first. Why you think self is called first person? First person
Yes.
singular is I. How can you believe in a he? He is the third person singular in the English grammar. How can you believe in the third person singular when you don't believe in the first person singular? Before you can believe that God exists, you first have to realize that you exist.
Boom.
That
You
is
think
it.
the baby, you think the baby in the womb is a weird that there's a God in the sky? Baby in the womb don't know nothing about that until you tell him. The baby knows that I exist. He doesn't even know that his mother exists. The baby only know I am, which is what I exist means. I am mean I exist. The baby in the womb only know that I exist. He don't know about nobody else. First person he know about is himself.